Assalamualaikum. Welcome to another episode of All Things YMSC. My name is Mushin. This evening, I'm honored to be sitting with a long-standing super supporter of Young Men Sporting Club. It is Soraya Floris. How are you doing this evening?
Assalamualaikum. I'm doing very well, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Fantastic. No, Auntie Raya, I'm doing good. The season is up and going. My spirits are high. We're practicing, so I'm excited. Auntie Raya, let's jump straight into it, right? Both your sons are with the team, okay, and you've been a long-standing supporter of Young Men Sporting Club, right? For how many years have you been involved with the team, and where did it all begin?
I think it started in the 2000s when my two sons were very little boys.
Yeah.
They used to play in the road, loving Malay choirs and that, doing the marching and everything. And whilst going to the shop, they would march up to the shop and march back. And then Putaman would see them and Putaman would say, "Why don't you boys come and go with the team?" And that. And then Ziad, he's the first one. Yes, I'm going to go and that. And then their father, and then their father said, "No, sure, you can go. Whatever makes you guys happy, you are free to go and that." And Anwar's being in a band, and then later years, and then he also joined the team.
Yeah.
And they loved it so much, and they were almost like part of family.
Exactly, yes, 100%. No, I can agree with you on that. Well, Auntie Raya, I take Anwar as basically as like my cousin, because you mentioned he played in a band. We actually played together in the same band in OBE.
Yeah.
We played together, and then I remember, so when we were still on school, myself, Shuaib, Umar, we'd come here after school, then Butaman would fetch us from here, and then we would go to his house. We'd just go in his house, greet for like 10 seconds, and make our way straight opposite to Auntie Soraya's house, and then we'd get on a while and we'd chill all the way up until practice. And I'm talking more than 10, 15 years now.
Yeah.
On the Kramat, we were always together. So our family has always been sort of intermingling with each other for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
With that being said, Auntie Soraya, now the Floris name is obviously very well known within the fraternity, but it's more synonymous with young Xenias. All right. How did it come about that your son sort of actually ended up with, and your family, I mean, all your sisters are diehard Young Men supporters, you two girls, Aisha and Zahira, are diehard Young Men. How did it come about that you guys ended up sort of supporting Young Men?
It started very, very way back. I'm talking about back in the years where the teams used to sing at the Stars Hall in Rose Street and that. And my family was always mad. My mother was alive at that time, and we were always mad for Young Men and that. Not knowing that one day my sons is actually going to end up in Young Men because of our neighbor.
Yeah.
And my family is very supportive. And when my boys now went to Young Men, and we all supported the boys, and that's where my sisters also supported. And then soon after that, Sumaya's husband came, Uncle Muhammad, and then Yakin and Saeed came, and we were just diehard supporters because we just felt loved. It wasn't like supporters; it's like family.
Family, yeah.
And like I seen you grow up in front of me, you were like my children. You were all cousins, and up until today, I don't know how it came, but it just fits in together.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it clicks so perfectly. I mean, on a Parang Day, even last year, if I can show you a picture of our cousin's picture, if you looked at the very end of the picture, you'll see Anwar standing in the picture. So, it just clicks perfectly and seamlessly. Now, as many of our supporters know, Auntie Raya, or some of them don't know, but now I think they should know, that you are the neighbor of Putaman. Directly opposite you live directly opposite of a man called Florisville. That's the house's name, I know. What I want to sort of know, what is your relationship been with Putamine and also Auntie Faiza? Because I know you and Auntie Faiza has been very close over the years. So out of sort of the team, how has you guys? What was your relationship about? How was it?
Oh, we have a outstanding relationship. We're all like close family. But the man and Auntie Faiza would take my children as their children. And we grew together. It's like not like neighbors. Their house was like our house and our house was like their house.
Yeah.
The man would come in there and, I got this for you guys.
Okay.
If he orders him supper, he orders extra and he sends it over.
Okay.
That is how close and deep it is. And my sons, my children, all of them, they looked up and to Auntie Faiza and Butaman. Like Anwaz would go to Butaman, can I do this? Can I do? Butaman would always steer him in the right direction. They really, really looked up to Butaman as a father figure. That I can really promise. My children, they love Butaman and Auntie Faiza to bits as if they own blood.
Exactly.
You will never say we not own blood. The way as neighbors we grew
like family.
And
no, fantastic.
even with a man's children, Ishmael, Feroza, Shoaib, like they would support Anwaz in whatever he wants to do and that, go for it and that. And that makes them like brothers and sisters.
Yes.
It's like a whole big happy family
That's
that lives opposite each other.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, even our cousins, and I'm sort of referring to the Morris cousins, being myself, Akil, Umar, we were actually we would spend more time by Tiraya's house than what we would put by the man, because we know there's a liquor pool, but it's always getting liquor by Tiraya's house. And I've got a lot of memories that I sort of remember over the years with Auntie Raya and your family, you know, being diehard supporters. And I also want to say shukran on behalf of Young Men for yours and your family support over the years. It doesn't go unnoticed, and we are truly grateful for the Floris clan and for their support that they have provided Young Men over the years. So I want to say shukran for that. Moving on, so the club had recently a karaoke evening. Right now, Auntie Raya plays a very big role in our events team. You were always hands-on in sort of previous function, and you still play a big role in our events team. Tell me, how was that event? Did it bring back sort of old memories, reminiscence of sort of old functions?
The last karaoke we had, I wasn't so well that night.
Yes.
And I actually felt even more sick because the memories hit me so bad. It was really like way back that we had. I tried pulling myself together.
Auntie Raya was a bit
I was sick and all. I was pulling myself together because I just saw what we used to have.
Yeah.
The time when Margie was still alive with man. The beautiful times that we had together.
Brought back a lot of memories.
I brought back memories that like actually had me like choking here. But it was very, very, very well. I think that is a great start to start all over again.
Yes. And talking of starting all over again, Auntie Soraya, the club, as you know, is currently going through a rebuild phase. All right. There's a lot of things changing within the club itself. For example, our social media is looking different now. Management within the team, there's a lot of things being sort of ran differently now within the club. What is Auntie Soraya's sort of view on the current rebuild? Do you think we're taking the right steps? What do you think?
Oh no, you are definitely on the right track. I love what you guys are doing. I can see the growth coming. I am totally impressed. That is a very beautiful start of a rebuild. And I am 100% behind you guys. I am supporting you all the way.
We know, yes. So, Auntie Soraya, with that being said, right, as a supporter, what is your expectation of the team, not only for this season, but for the future?
Just to do our best. Our boys must just do their best, enjoy themselves. That is what we love doing. It's just about enjoying
Enjoyment at
ourselves
the end of the
at
day.
the end of it and taking it further.
Fantastic. Now, with that being said, Auntie Soraya, I want to thank you so much for coming out tonight. Shukran for your time. And guys, don't forget to comment, like, and repost. Shukran.